So we had some challenges, which were partly internal and partly external. Some things in terms of our internal mechanisms did not work very effectively. With the benefit of hindsight, there's a lot that we could have done differently. We tried to micromanage a very grand exercise from headquarters here in Nairobi, and it ended up being a very serious logistical nightmare in terms of appointment of agents, in terms of deployment, supervision, in terms of just the letters even reaching the agents, in terms of payments. And now with the benefit of hindsight, we realize that it is practically impossible to manage such a huge exercise from one central location. We had wanted to do that because of issues of accountability, coordination, and basically transparency, so that all agents can be channeled through one place. But now with the benefit of hindsight, we could have done it differently. So the consequences of that is that we ended up not having agents everywhere. And some of our agents got there a bit late because of the changing lists. And I can tell you the lists kept changing. Because of the interest involved, we would appoint agents in a place and a different candidate comes and says, these are not my people, I cannot work with these ones. And night meetings were held even on the 8th where lists were changing. And I think you might have heard some people saying we have not been paid.
Yeah.
But it's because of those late changes in lists and people bringing new lists every day and by the day. And because of that, we ended up having a bit of a difficult situation in terms of just even the identification of who exactly are the proper agents. And so therefore, you find the agents that we had trained being kicked out by the candidates, some of the candidates refusing to work with the agents we had trained, some of the candidates bringing their own agents and imposing them on us very late in the day, and we had basically very little choice, and we accepted them. And so you find because of that push and pull, some agents were deployed very late, even in polling stations in some parts of the country. Some agents did not have proper training on how to report back to us. And so those challenges were there. And also because of that late the issue of the late presentation of lists, even to the last minute, including the morning of the election, people were still saying, these are the agents you must work with. And so
on the day
of the election.
Wow.